everyone, David Chair once again from the Tadima Network, bringing you an online, or rather replay of an online game of Dawn of War, Soulstorm, and man, I'm so used to saying just, online game, because I haven't commentated on an actual replay in a bit of a while, but anyway, and I'm not saying I'm sick, I'm Australian, but anyway, well, from Serbia originally, but moved to Australia when I was 2, but anyway. Now for that, this replay is going to be on the map Outer Reaches, if I'm not mistaken, and yeah, it's going to basically be a 1 versus 1. Myself playing as the Elder, so basically I went to a random race and I happened to pick Elder, and yeah, we got Scrimdy playing as the Imperial Guard, and pretty sure that wasn't random or anything. So anyway, he's just getting a couple of early Imperial Guardsmen squads, and okay, taking extension series, nothing too fancy. Early infantry commands, nothing really too unexpected, and I suppose you could probably think of this game as what not to do as the Elder against Imperial Guard, because I'm not 100% familiar with the matchups against Elder, unless if I'm playing as something like Space Marines or something, but anyway, not too familiar with playing as Elder. That's what I probably should be saying there. So yeah, I'll be making a couple of mistakes with my choices of infantry and yeah, the way I use them as well. So anyway, we're starting off with a Ranger squad, and yeah, getting the early infiltration research. This was generally there's a bit of a bad idea, but generally you don't really want to bother getting a sniper squad like these Rangers against something like the Imperial Guard, because their command squad, this guy starts with a Psyker before a Priest, but anyway, their command squad can get a Priest and a Psyker out pretty quickly on, and usually they do. Normally they get the Priest out and then the Psyker, so they can detect you guys pretty easily. And also the Imperial Guard, the Guardsmen themselves, they can be upgraded to, well, either have plasma guns or grenade launchers, but they can have grenade launchers in tier 1 once the tactical control the Imperial Guardsman armor is created. And the problem with those grenades, the grenade launchers should I say, is they can target you guys pretty easily. Oh, look at that. But anyway, they can target you guys pretty easily, even if you manage to demoralize them completely. So yeah, not exactly the best way to go about things, but what can you do? So in the case, looks like that minefield that I laid there did a pretty good job in blasting a few of these guys. And yeah, my guy's now cloaked, but yeah, shouldn't have really gone with the Ranger squad. And the problem is that I keep basically sticking with them all up until near the end of the game, when I realise, that it's not exactly working. I don't know why it took me so long to realise that, but anyway. Yeah, eventually I realise they're not working, and I go with Banshees, but by the time I do that, basically the game's already lost, so kind of sucks really. These Rangers are pretty decent actually. Nice little sniper squad, but the problem is though, their actual raw damage isn't quite as high as, say, a Scout Marine sniper rifle, for example, although they do very good morale damage. The problem is though, that morale damage doesn't have as much of an effect on Guardsmen who have grenade launchers equipped for the reasons that I mentioned before. As you can see though, managed to demoralize command squad, but the problem is though, they're just basically being used to tie up my Guardians. My Guardians basically running around, entering into melee against the Guardsmen. Bit of a desperate move by myself. And yeah, Scrimdy finally has the tactical control out as well. Oh, and yeah, another thing to consider as well is that once they enter tier 2, Commissar's ability executes, which executes one of the members in his squad, basically restores the morale, and I think increases the firing rate for I think las guns and those fancier las guns that the Kassakin use. So basically, yeah, we can restore morale and also make them immune to morale damage as well. So anyway, we're seeing the effect of these grenade launchers pretty shortly. There we go, we got a few grenades being lobbed at my Rangers, and as you can see, it doesn't really make much difference whether or not these guys have been demoralized, because those grenade launchers, the way they launch, they do area of effect damage. So I guess they'll probably be a bit less accurate, but the problem is though, because they do area of effect damage, they will basically hit my Rangers every single time that a grenade is launched. So yes, problem is they also keep reinforcing these Rangers, which keeps draining my resources. Thankfully, I at least got Fleet of Foot researched, but yeah, as you can see, my arm is looking pretty crappy at the moment. So I do thankfully have an upgraded Listing Shrine at the very least, but yeah, I'll just be able to take that out with relative ease. Yeah, another good thing with Wait a minute, are they at tier 2 already? Oh no, they're not at tier 2. Oh, okay, that's right, you can get sergeants once you get the tactical control, which basically is sort of like a Space Marine sergeant, except they don't have the rally ability. But anyway, as you can see, another good thing of having grenade launchers in tier 1 with the guardsmen is that they can shoot things like listening shrines, and I think they can shoot turrets as well from beyond the range that they can retaliate. So as you can see, he's just content to shoot at my listening shrine with a single squad of Imperial Guardsmen, while he's got one and there we go. He's got 2 squads of Imperial Guardsmen trying to capture the outer reaches of the map, as it were. And as you can see, they're doing a hell of a job in basically shutting the crap out of my troops. He's actually, he's going to take out my guardsmen even without bloody grenade launchers, because I didn't bother to reinforce these guys, because I don't know, probably wasn't paying too much attention to what was happening there. Or maybe I was, I just didn't reinforce them for the reason. Maybe, actually, I might have been hemorrhaging. Oh no, never mind, I wasn't hemorrhaging resources. Well, I had actually quite a few resources, but for whatever reason I didn't actually really commit to trying to take out the top portion of the map, and by the time I actually sent my rangers up, the command squad with Scrimdeer came up there as well, and really both my squads of guardians were completely destroyed. So yeah, it's very unfortunate indeed. So now my rangers are basically just running around and yeah, not doing too much damage. Scrimdeer's command squad basically leading the charge against my listening shrine, upgrading it with a gun and all that, but I probably should cancel that. I don't know if I actually do cancel that in time or not, but yeah, unfortunately we forced to upgrade that. Oh, there we go, I did actually manage to get these guys demoralized, but as you can see, they just don't really do, you know, that much raw damage to them. I suppose especially when the damage is sort of divided amongst the members as well. They're not really shooting at a particular member usually. And yeah, one other thing to note about the grenade launcher as well is that they can actually just be ordered to fire it on the ground itself, just a blind fire on the ground, which means even if they don't have a detection, they can just fire the grenade launchers where they think your rangers are, and they'll just be able to target them that way. So yes, generally put, don't use rangers rangers against Imperial Guardsmen, or Imperial Guard in general, should I say, as the Elder. That's really doesn't help too much, to say the least. And yeah, there we go, now my listening post is once again under fire, but there we go, managed to take out a couple of guardsmen at least. But yeah, here comes the command squad again, and yeah. Now these guardsmen are just going to have free reign basically to fire on yeah, my rangers as they try to run around. Let's see, and yeah, here we go, Scrimdeer has gone to tier 2 as well. At the same time though, I'm just barely getting to tier 2 myself, but the thing is my army is basically reduced to next to nothing. Well, half a squad of rangers and no guardians or anything like that. There we go, I do finally have the Howling Banshees being trained, but the thing is, yeah, by this time you can clearly see that's not really going to do much good for me at all, to say the least. Wow, this guy's getting taken out too. And yeah, chances are I'll probably see the Commissar's Executes being used at some point as well. Oh, there we go, there's the command squad taking out my rangers as well, and me just not paying too much attention. I think I'm just trying to focus on trying to get these Howling Banshees out, but at this time, yeah, I barely got any resources. I got quite a bit of power, quite a bit more actually than my opponents, but yeah, just don't have the requisition to be able to really build the, or rather to train the basic infantry that I really need there. And I don't even have Call of War research for these Banshees to make it that much more effective. So yeah, so Ranger Squad at very least I've stopped automatically reinforcing them, thank God. Realising that they're not that effective, but yeah, at this point, you know, it's not really going to do that much good anyway. Listening post is completely destroyed, the building has been killed off. Managed to build a second squad of Howling Banshees, but against the amount of troops that we have here, that's just not going to cut it really. But there we go, we're going to see a nice little doomed attack, and yeah, we're also going to be seeing Scrimdy dancing his troops around. Yes, he's going to be moving them back, and at the same time targeting my guys with his command squad. And there we go, you're also using the execute ability on his squad. Well, basically used by the Commissar to stop these guys from being demoralized. So, and there you go. They're not even bothering to dance around now. They can really just melee these Howling Banshees, and yeah, that's basically what happens. Them just running around, not really doing too much damage. There's the GG from me, and GG from Scrimd. The game should be ending. Yeah, there we go. It actually ended this. That's when I quit, apparently. So there we go. Interesting little game indeed, to say the least. Nice lesson of what not to do as the Elder against Imperial Guard. So until next time, this has been Dame David, signing off.